So today I want to go over what's probably the best way to farm gear in the Diablo 4 beta, including legendary items. And you can do this at any level, but I'd recommend you get to level 25 before doing this so you can get the highest item level possible. And this farm is going to be located at the top of this map, essentially on this castle that you have to climb up the wall to get to. And pretty much the only thing this area is actually used for is a public event. And this is what you're going to be farming. And once you get to this location, the farm's going to be incredibly simple. All you're going to do is spam complete the event that spawns here. And there can be a handful of different objectives, such as clearing out all the enemies or rescuing a bunch of prisoners. And once you do the first objective, a boss is going to spawn in the middle. You kill that boss and get the chest that gives you a ton of loot. And the main part of speeding up this farm is once you complete it and are standing at the spot the boss spawns, you've looted the chest, you're just going to teleport back to town. And right when you get back into town, click the portal. You don't have to wait for the walkout animation of the portal as well. You can click it instantly, then it's going to take you back to this location, but it should normally put you in a new instance of this location, meaning every time you come back, you can get an instance that the event is already active. And this event usually only takes a couple minutes to spawn in every different instance anyway, so there's a pretty high chance you're going to get into an instance where the event is active. And some of the time you'll actually take the portal back and the boss will already be spawned, or it'll already be in the middle of being killed, and then you can just help kill it and get the loot right at the end. Now, sometimes when you're trying to get put in a new instance by going back to town and coming back to this location, it seems like the game breaks and just won't put you in a new instance. So if this happens a handful of times, all you're going to do is leave the game back to the character selection. Make sure to leave the game, not exit the game. This won't put you back in a queue. It'll just take you back to your character selection menu and you can re-log into that character. And this seems to help quite a bit and seems to force the game to start putting you back into new instances again. And the amount of loot you can get from this farm is pretty crazy. So at level 25, once you complete the event, the chest is going to give you 2+ pieces of gear. They're pretty much always rare or legendary. Legendary is a bit more rare, but you can still get them. You're going to get a handful of gems, which is pretty nice in the beta because they're not super common. But then you're also going to be getting 35 murmuring obols from every single chest. This is the currency to use at a gambling vendor where you can buy random pieces of gear for any slot. Now, these murmuring obols is the main way you're going to go about getting legendary items, because buying gear with these murmuring obols has a pretty high chance to give you legendary pieces of gear. And make sure to keep in mind that you have a stack limit to how many murmuring obols you can actually hold at one time. I think it's 300 or 350, so make sure to go spend these in between runs when you're getting close to that cap, because again, this is where you're going to be getting most of the legendary items from this farm. So again, you go to this location, complete the event, teleport back to town, take the portal back to this location, and then you rinse and repeat trying to reset that instance to get into another instance with that event active. That's all you're going to be doing. Super simple. One of the best ways to gear up in the beta. But that's all I want to go over, so thanks for watching.